Okay, hi. Today's lecture is on reflexive pronouns. A reflexive pronoun refers to a noun or another pronoun that's already been named, and it indicates that the same person or thing is involved. Reflexive pronouns always end in self if it's singular or selves if it's plural. Notice it's VES, that rule about making nouns and pronouns plural that end in F. It's the VES rule. So, our examples: the woman found herself a book of folk tales. Woman's the antecedent. She's already been named in the sentence. She's doing something herself, so we use the reflexive pronoun herself to show that she found the book of tales. Robert washed the dishes himself. In this case, himself is referring to Robert, and we use the self because he's already been named, and we're just emphasizing that he's doing something already in the sentence. They're your reflexive pronouns. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself are your singular forms, all ending in self. The plural forms end in selves, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. Spelling will count on these. Reflexive pronouns are used in two ways for two reasons. We want to add information or clarify information. So we're trying to clarify that this particular person did something or thought something or felt something. Or we could be using it to add emphasis or importance to a noun or pronoun named. So if you look at our two examples, George himself bought a copy of American Tall Tales. We're using the reflexive pronoun himself here, the antecedent being George, and in this case is to clarify that he bought himself a copy of the book of American Tales. He was not buying it for someone else, he was buying it for himself. In the second sentence, he paid for the book himself. In this case, himself again is referring to he, which refers to George from the previous sentence. So George is still the antecedent. In this case, we are adding emphasis that he's paying for the book himself. We wanted that to be very clear. Okay? We never use reflexive pronouns as the subject. So you would never say Roy and I. You would say, Roy and I read a story. You would not say Roy and myself read a story. It is only ever used when you have the antecedent already named in the sentence or a pronoun that's replacing the antecedent in the sentence. In this case, this sentence, I, is not anywhere in the sentence, so it would be incorrect. I could say Roy and I read a story ourselves. I could say Roy and I ourselves read a story, but I could not say Roy and myself read a story. For your assignment, you're going to write a sentence using a reflexive pronoun correctly and identifying the reflexive pronoun in the sentence. You can bold it, italicize it, make it a different color, underline it, but please make sure you are identifying the pronoun in the sentence.